Alright, so after a couple of days of messing around with the collision and physics, I'm at the point where I'm more than happy to just leave it be for however long I want, so that I can work on some other things that I want to get done, like, I don't know, some of this. But when I first did physics, what I did was I took a single ray and shot it out from the center of the bounding box in whichever direction I was moving. And the problem with that was sometimes it wouldn't detect some blocks above me or below me, because the center of my bounding box at the time was right on the switch between two other blocks, I guess, because the bounding box for the player was 2 blocks high. So what I do now is I get a bounding box modified by some translational component, and then I cast out some rays from that the current bounding box in a direction relative to whichever component I'm checking for physics, so like X here and then Z here. And then I get the shortest distance. I used to know why I did this. I don't anymore. It doesn't matter, it works. And then that's what I do for the X and Z, and then for the Y, I just constantly shoot down 4 rays, 1 for each corner, or up, depending on the velocity. And then I get the shortest collision distance out of those 4. And then I just set the translation components to those distances if the translation is greater than the distance. And I also made a separate method for jumping, so that when I finally do like scripting and stuff, I can have it so that entities can just normally jump by themselves, and I don't have to hard code it in by pressing spacebar. Although for the player, I do, when I check the user input, if space is down, I jump. So let's just show you what I mean. Actually, let's switch over to a release and Control F5 that. Cool. So yeah, normally you just walk around. This was fine before. Then you fall down, yay, and look, oh, sliding collisions. I mean, it's not perfect. Like, I will get stuck on corners sometimes. And like right here, I think I'm actually getting stuck on that corner right there, but I might also be getting stuck on this a little bit. But if I jump, it'll be fine. And then since I have the jumping to only jump if you're on the ground, I can just hold down space and I'll jump like this, like you would expect. I can run and jump and it's fine still. Like, I don't burst through things. And one thing that I did do to help speed up this collision checking is in the octrees, instead of populating them with every single block in a chunk that supports collision, I only add the blocks that are exposed to the octree. That way there aren't as many objects or blocks for it to check when I cast the rays into them. And as you can see right here, jumping up works as well. And it all works fairly well. So I'm really happy with that. The lag that you're seeing right now it's nothing to do with the physics. I think that's when I'm locking for the threads to copy over the chunks to display. I think that's what's causing the lag. But yeah, the physics it's not super fast, but I'd say it maxes out at around 3.5 milliseconds, based on some of the testing that I did before I took it out, like drawing up here in the console and everything. The X and Z physics together max out at around 1 millisecond, which is friggin' awesome. But the Y physics maxes out at 2.5 milliseconds around. So I'm going to try to get that to be a little bit faster, just so that I'm not using whatever 3.5 out of 16 is in percentage of my time, just solely for physics. I want to try to get down to about 1, but perfect worlds don't exist. So yeah, this is my current physics. Now I can actually work on some other stuff.